Excuse me. All right, so I'm Beck Lane, and this is Catalyst & Company. Catalyst & Company, where we're catalysts in each other's lives, as well as our own. And we work at being the artists we've always wanted to be. And I feel like I'm directly in the heart, in the center of this phrase that I've been saying, I've been opening my little videos with for years, or for a while. I feel like I'm right at the center of it. Excuse me while I keep eating. I don't think that's something I've ever done on YouTube, on camera before. I think it's rude to eat in front of people. But I am in a particularly buoyant mood. It's getting dark out. I'm in a particularly buoyant mood. I'm here at the Hambidge Center for Arts and Sciences. And tonight I'm alone. I'm in the dining room. Let me show you. I'm in the dining room. Whoop. There's my junk. There's the main living room. So as you can see, there were chairs and stuff, and a really beautiful table, and there's plates, and there's all kinds of things, homey things, that really have been a comfort, have been an incredible comfort. Tonight I'm having leftovers. You missed it. Right now I'm eating ice cream, but earlier I had a green soup. I couldn't figure out what it was last night other than green. We were guessing colored greens and something. I don't even know. But here at the Hambidge Center, they do have a private chef. Her name is Lori. They are accommodating. She is accommodating. The staff is accommodating. I have never, ever experienced anything like this in my life. People will extend a courtesy to you. But these people they go over the top. Oh, I mean, not over the top. They just hear that you have a need. And they go, okay, we got it. You go rest. You go think. You go develop work. You have your thoughts, and we'll take care of this thing. Let me turn that down just a little bit. There we go. I wasn't sure what to expect when I got here. So I brought extra pillows because I'm used to sleeping in a lot of pain and having my pillows try and hold me. My left leg gets very, very cold, so I brought extra blankets because I wasn't sure if they would have extra blankets. I've learned to just get ready, to always be ready, like a little Boy Scout, I guess. So I brought my extra blankets, I brought my extra socks. Actually, I got new socks at Old Navy, they're nice. I even brought my own toilet paper because I really wasn't sure what to expect here. And I brought a ton of food. I had planned that originally when I was getting ready and had written out a budget and exactly what I would buy, and that's what I got because I really wasn't sure. And although they said, let us know what dietary needs you have, I'm used to people saying something like that, but then I've got to doctor it or just not eat. They've been incredible. Accommodating on a level I've never experienced before. I feel like I'm at the Ritz. The first night I was here, it's all vegetables. It's all vegetarian, vegan-y, whatever. And you can say gluten-free, and Lori provides gluten-free items, gluten-free crackers or bread or whatever you need. She'll make it. It's amazing. But I was here the first night, and there were roasted vegetables, which I love. And there was a sweet potato something with something on top of it, and it was crunchy and sweet and delicious. And I got really sick because my stomach issues. So it was an all-night affair. And the next day I had to go to the office for something. I wanted to ask for a walking stick so that I could walk the grounds and possibly try and walk some of the Blue Ridge Mountain trails that we have here on the campus. And I had to have an orientation, and it was a little bit. And she said, "How was dinner?" And I said, "It was nice. May I ask, does she cook a lot in oil?" And I swear to God, I heard a knocking. Anyway, it's dark out, so it's a little creepy. Anyway, they said, yeah, she cooks in olive oil, but she can use other oils. What are you not allergic to? And they listed off stuff, and I said, I can't eat that anymore. They said, well, what can you eat? And I go, boiled food, tuna fish from the can. I said, I can't eat fun food. I can't eat fun food anymore. So they said, okay, we'll talk to Lori and she'll figure it out. I said, I like boiled cabbage. I really do. I'm English. We love food that has been boiled and has no taste. So they were laughing about it. But ever since, there's been food available for me that I can eat. A really beautiful salad. She only usually uses arugula, which I love, but I never think about getting. It always feels above, oh, that's too fancy for little you. Don't be ridiculous. We have arugula salad almost every night. She made sweet potato again, which is one of my favorite things in the whole world. It was cooked in nothing. I don't know what it was cooked in, but it wasn't in oil. It was perfect. She did, however, make an apple something or other that I am eating right now with a little cup of Bluebell ice cream. And it is so friggin' good. Very, very, very little sugar, because I can't have sugar. But that's how accommodating these people are. Anyway, it's hit me over the last 24 hours. I was having conversations with the other fellows here. Look at me being flourishy and fancy. Because I am a fellow. I have to be fancy now. I think you can hear the confidence, not just the confidence, but the my soul has been validated and reassured. That's what you're hearing. That's what you're seeing in the strength of my, the strength of me and the strength of my voice. It feels like a door has opened to a whole new universe that I thought existed, but I wasn't really sure. And I've been banging on all the doors and kicking them, trying to get in. And then suddenly Willy Wonka just opened up a door and said, come on. That's what it feels like. But I'm talking to, past couple nights, I've been talking to the other fellows here, the Hambidge fellows, and we've been discussing this feeling of elevation, validation and elevation, and also this high frequency, vibrational frequency, something, because we all feel this hum here, this hum of thought and evolution. And it feels to me as though, well, I always thought that an artist residency would be about, okay, you can go sit in the quiet and make more crap. You can just go make stuff. It's not just about that. This is the world. This type of place, this artist residency, is the type of place, the type of environment where as an artist, scientist, songwriter, playwright, whatever, you feel it in your bones that you are being cared for. because you have the ability to bring on an evolution and possibly a revolution. But it feels like we are being recognized, not just for our artistic abilities, what we have had, and the things that we are currently doing, but they're fostering and they're caring for what can be and what we can add to society. It sounds really lofty, but this is what it feels like. We value you. We value the way you think. We value the work that you do. We know that you can pull thought forward and up. Forward and up. That's what this feels like. And so I've heard about think tanks, and we've all heard about think tanks, and we've heard about artist residencies and people who go to museum, like I want to, artist residencies in museums where the artist is fed, they're flown in, they're fed, they're given a stipend. And I've understood why. And I've gotten it partially right being on the outside until now, being on the outside of this world until now. I had it partially right. But now I understand how fully we are wanted in the world. Not by everyone. There are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people in cities and towns and organizations look at artists like we're decorations. But then there are pockets of people. There are pockets of people who truly and honestly honor the value we can bring to the evolution of the human spirit and human thought. Again, it's very, very lofty, but it's something we've been talking about here. It's something I've been thinking a lot about. Usually I'm biding my time every day. I'm trying to get some work done, but I have to keep myself distracted by binge watching something. Here it is utter silence in my studio for the most part, although I did bring my Walkman, and I have one Dave Matthews CD that I keep playing over and over again. But the more silence I live in, the more I understand, and the higher my I hate to talk like this, but my spiritual, I guess I hate this, spiritual vibrations rise. I hate it so much. It's like so Lululemon and cliche. But really, we can feel this humming in our skin as we are cared for here. As we are valued here. So in the last couple of videos, I said, I suggested that people just apply to artist residencies. I've joked around about, there are several different levels of artist residencies, starting with, come watch my house for a month and mow my lawn, and you can use my tool shed, and we'll call it an artist residency or milk my goats for a week and live in my, rundown tool shed, and we'll call it an artist residency. To the last one I did, I can't believe I get to say that, in Sarasota at the Arcos building with Creative Liberties, downtown Sarasota. That was more of a storefront performance artist residency. That's how I saw it anyway. Do you know this? I want more of this. I want everyone to experience this. Being cared for and being fostered and having your ideas not just valued, but given the room to expand and evolve. Because once you leave a place like this, and you're feeling the way I'm feeling, and your thoughts are fresh and new again, and you're not feeling the constant fight to exist as an artist, but you feel valued. Once you feel valued and healthy and not battered constantly, you get to take that home or take that wherever and give that gift to other people. Spread it throughout the community. Like the butter I can't eat anymore. You get to spread it around and give it to people and encourage them to be their better selves. Because you know there are people out there who value that, who value the human spirit and aren't interested in making people conform. They value lifting others. And so you get to take that home and lift others yourselves. That's the point, I suppose. All right, I'm Socrates. I'm going to go back to eating my apple, whatever this is, this fabulous thing is that Lori made. And then I will tootle my butt back to the studio, which is about a half mile from here, up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which today, by the way, I learned the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Smoky Mountains are the same thing. The only difference is a state line. There is a state line where all of a sudden the Blue Ridge Mountains of Georgia turn into the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. Who knew? I didn't know. I apparently wasn't paying attention to the right John Denver song or whatever. Oh my God, I'm going to have horrible gas. This is great. So, I encourage people who know their intent, and even if you don't, understand their intent, want to reach higher, to start applying to artist residencies. There's a fellow here talking last night. I'm so sad he's gone. This guy, Chris, from Athens, Georgia. He's a musician. He writes music for podcasts and da-da-da. And he had a show tonight in Athens, so he had to leave the fellowship early. And he said last night that he had applied for the Hambidge, a while ago and was rejected. And he opened up the rejection email and was a little sad, but he said, I also understood because I didn't have any clear direction. Then we have another woman who's been here several times. And then there's one woman, Tommy, who's been coming here since 1979, I think. She's been here 50 times? I'm not sure. It's been like an extraordinary amount. And here's the secret that I didn't know. When you apply, when you're accepted to a place, this is so cool. I feel so fancy. When you're accepted to a place like this, you're put on a mailing list, and if somebody drops out, like I almost had to, a notification goes out to all the fellows, and to let you know that there's an opening if anyone would like to take it. And so you are quite frequently invited to come back. It's spontaneous, and nobody knows when. It's usually like once a week. Once a week is when new fellows come in. So it's something to keep in mind once you are accepted to a fellowship or accepted to an artist residency. But apply. That's the big thing. I'm going to shut up. But it's a big thing. Apply. 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 And if they say no, they say no. Move on. Move on. Go to the next thing. And one day, you'll be eating green soup and that's been made specifically for you, followed by apple whatever this is, and feeling like you're living your best life and you're being your best self. And like you can breathe finally. What a gift. What a gift. All right. I'm going to go back. I'm going to have to wander around in the dark now with the coyotes and the bears. That'll be fun. But I'm going to go. All right. I'm Beck Lane, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao. Meow, meow. Oh, hi, Carrie. Bye, Carrie. Boink.